Okay, this is part 2 of a general menstrual sequence. Just poses to help you during your period. The best time to do these are the week of your period. So, if you divide the month into 4 weeks, 4 practice weeks, one of those weeks is your cycle. Do these forward bends on that week. So if you can do it for the whole 7 days, it'd be really, really great. Okay, so here we're going to do 3 forward fold poses and then 1 final forward fold. And it's a really good idea to time these. You can start off at 30 seconds and work yourself up to a full 5 minutes per pose, per side. We start out in Virasana. If you need some height underneath your sit bones, go ahead and sit on some height so that your hip bones are level. So they're level with the floor. So I'm not sitting like this, okay? So what I want to think about here is keeping my head supported on these forward folds. The first one is going to be half Virasana. Half Virasana in the front looks like this, right? So 1 leg straight, 1 leg in Virasana. If you need to sit on the height here, you sit on top of a block, okay? And then you come forward. So you come forward and you rest your head. Okay, and you would time here, so you say side 1, and then switch legs and do it on a different side. What I mean by using a chair is, I'll show you right now. If I grab my chair, if I'm having a really heavy flow day, you want to be extra gentle with yourself. So you're sitting in Virasana, you grab a chair and you rest the head on the chair. Keeping the straight leg very, very straight, no bending the knee if you can. And then you release on the pose. What you want to think about too is the forehead. Where you're resting the head, you want that skin of the forehead to come down towards your nose and not up towards the head. Okay, so this is pose 1, side 1. Okay, here we go. Side 2, and you come down, rest the head. You can come down a little further. Go ahead and come down a little further. All right, and stay there for your time. The second, number 2, part of this forward fold sequence would be Janushirshasana. So 1 leg straight, 1 leg folded, with the sole of the foot touching the thigh here. And again, I want to have my hips stay don't bring one hip back. Keep both hips here. And same thing here. I would put my leg, lift the body, and come down and rest the head onto a support. And really, you can add a support here. You want that contact with the belly and the leg. And then once your body can touch the leg, then you can remove this contact. You can use a chair, just like you did for the previous pose. Anywhere to sort of release and relax into the pose. At first it's very hard, but eventually you're able to do it, and it's incredibly beneficial for helping everything relax during the period, and to sort of even maybe make the period less painful and tiresome. Okay, so then we would do the other side. Same thing, come forward, measure your time, and then sit in Dandasana. And the last pose of this sequence is half Padmasan. So same thing again. We bend the knee, and I want to bend the knee. This is number 3. Okay, so bend the knee very, very close. Keep this almost super glued together. Grab the ankle, not the toes, the ankle. Bring the top of the foot here in contact with the thigh. Okay, and using a chair, a support, or a block, come forward. And here again, I can use my blanket here. That contact. Okay, and bring the foot out. Same thing with the other side. stay there for about a minute if you can, breathing, come out. And the final pose of this folding forward part of the sequence would be to come into full Paschimottanasana. So both legs straight, okay, and you're using a support. If this is too difficult, you can fold the blanket like this, and you can add a little bit of height underneath your sit bones. It makes folding forward, if the length of the hamstrings aren't are tight, then this helps. So don't strain yourself here. You can use a chair and really start opening and lengthening the hamstrings. If the chair, if you've practiced a long time with the chair, and you can come down a little bit further, come down a little further. Really stretching the feet so that they're just not flopping over to the side. Use your feet. And then find a support for the head and release and relax here for a few minutes. Take a few delicious breaths, release onto the pose, and relax the head, the eyes, the ears, the throat, the belly. Eventually, after all that strain and the stress of having really tight hamstrings starts sort of fading, you can really release into the pose and just really get a lot of the benefits from being able to fold forward. So I hope you like these. I hope they help you. There's one more part to the sequence where we work in Upavishta Konasana. I hope it helps, and if you have any questions, please text me.